Are you an adult badminton player that has a passion for the sport and would love to spend a week just dedicated to badminton training and playing in a beautiful exotic location? If so, this video is for you. Yes, people, this is the official announcement that the 2025 Dragon Badminton China Adult Training Camp, long name, has officially opened. You've probably been waiting for this. I've gotten a lot of emails about people asking me for this, and let's just cut to the chase, shall we? I want to go to a quieter place to introduce the whole thing, 9 days, 8 nights, including hotel and transportation and food. I'll tell you more details about that. But since I'm at the court, I thought real quick, I'll introduce you to the court and then I'll go somewhere a little quieter to tell you all the details. Quick little break-in from future Becky. If you would like to see everything written down and if you'd like all the details written, please go to my blog, badmintonbecky.com, and you will see everything there and you can get all the details, including the dates and the price and what's included there, as well as continuing this video. This is where the magic happens. These courts are only about a year old, so everything is still fresh and new, including the mats. The ground was actually built up off the concrete floor, so your joints are protected. It's safe and soft for badminton players, especially our knees. There are 7 courts in total, and you can just see the ceilings are dark and everything. The shuttle is very visible. The lights are on the ceiling, but they're kind of between the courts, so they don't bother you when you look up on the court. They won't blind you very much. There's a ton of seating available, tons of tables, comfortable for your stuff, then a ton of water, a wall of water, as well as a few coolers full of sports drinks and vitamin C drinks and iced teas and everything to keep you hydrated when you sweat your butt off at training. This is my coach's tea table and relaxation area, and new introduction, a little court cat. My coach wants it to be a mouser. There's a stringing machine, so no problem with that, and men's and women's bathroom with a shower and 2 Western toilets, and you can change in there. On the second floor is a PT office. There is a physical therapist on call, so if you have some problems, they can come in and help you out. It's in an air-conditioned little office, so if you need to take a break in an air-conditioned room, that's also a place to go. And air conditioning. This is very important. This is professional badminton court style air conditioning. It's like a tube that fills up with the air and it comes out of these small holes that face down, so it shouldn't affect the shuttle or the drift, and it feels really nice to stand under and have the air conditioning come down on you. Problem is, it's not real air conditioning like you would think of air conditioning. It's more like a cool fan blowing on you, or like I think of like a cool little waterfall of air is how it feels like when you stand under there. It's not gonna suck any of the humidity out of the air. This is just too big and it's a warehouse, so there's no way that this place could be cooled at all. So it is gonna be extremely hot, extremely humid, but it is nice. Chairs are right under the little holes, so it is a bit of a relief, the only little bit of relief I can offer. And at night after training, you can come back and play with the club players. This is a typical club night. You can see there's a range of abilities, there's a range of ages, a range of genders. Club night is not very strict at all. It starts generally around 6:30 and can go to midnight. As long as people are willing to play, my coach is still willing to keep the courts open. So it's very relaxed, fun opportunity for you to play with local players. Also, there is multiple videos. You can see last year's training camp or the ones that I did before COVID. You can see like what you do in training. You can see my coach, how he trains and all that. Be a link below in the description box. But let's get out of here and let me show you some other places, because not only is this for badminton training, but it's also a fun time. So let me show you the hotel and let me give you all the details. Let's get out of here. First, your hotel. The Millennium Harborview Hotel is one of the luxury Millennium brand hotels. It has everything you expect from one of these luxury hotels. Nice rooms, private bathrooms, all of that. Outdoor pool, gym. Breakfast is served there. They have several restaurants, room service, basically everything you need. And hopefully there should always be some English-speaking person on staff. But this is all location, location, location. Right out the door of the hotel is the metro station, which is incredibly convenient. And across the street is a mall with a ton of restaurants, a ton of coffee shops, tea shops, bakeries, and even an indoor skating rink. I changed hotels because last year I chose one in like the foreigner favorite place with like a lot of foreign restaurants and a really quiet, peaceful place. Realize that you're visiting. You don't want to be in a quiet, peaceful place. You want to be in a busy, active, fun place. You can just walk out the door and there's so much to see every single time. This is the most popular area in Xiamen for travelers to come and visit. Everything just right outside your door. This hotel is only a few minutes away from Zhongshan Road, which is the #1 most visited site in all of Xiamen. It is a really unique architectural, pedestrian-only shopping area. Has a lot of big brands like Nike, Adidas, Starbucks, but also a lot of local places and local brands. You can try all of the local food in Xiamen, like peanut soup and satay noodles. Xiamen's also famous for seafood, so we have oyster omelets and a lot of other stuff. But it's not all seafood in Xiamen. We like our sweets too. Local specialties for snacks include pineapple cakes, as well as some toffee candy. These are not only delicious, you should try, but also they're perfect for gifts because they come in like adorable little boxes. Southern China is also quite famous for tea, especially rock tea, and you can buy a lot of that on Zhongshan Road, as well as a lot of fruit and sweet teas. There's so much to see on Zhongshan Road. You can explore it for days, but don't forget to look up because the architecture here is really unique. And you can wander down any little alley you want. It's all totally open. And nearby Zhongshan Road is Bashi, Xiamen's oldest outdoor market, which is so fun to explore. And if you want Western food, you're covered as well, including this Pizza Hut, which is on the 24th floor with gorgeous views. But I want to show you somewhere even better. Now this Starbucks right down the street from your hotel has a little locally known secret. I know you're thinking, it's a Starbucks. What's so special about a Starbucks? It's a tall Starbucks. Let me show you. The 4th floor of the Starbucks has the best view in Xiamen. That's Gulangyu across the way. And the sun sets right here. So at sunset, it is gorgeous. You don't even need to buy Starbucks to sit and enjoy this view. At sunset, it's quite crowded. And there's also a really nice international restaurant right next door with the same views. The Harbor View name in the hotel is because of this view. Though you are not directly on the water, it's still about a block away. Then a very quick bus or taxi ride will bring you to Cat Street. That's right, Cat Street. There's nothing especially special here. No, like, most famous foods or best cafes or anything. But like, come on, look at this place. It's adorbs. You gotta come here. Then a few minutes walk down cute little alleys brings you to Shapo Way, the original port where all the Xiamen fishermen used to set out from, but is now under the shadow of the Twin Towers. We love these in Xiamen. They're kind of new, but they're so cool. It's one of the oldest parts of the city, but it's become very popular recently. So there's a cool mix of like old people chatting, drinking tea, playing mahjong, with young people sitting drinking artisanal coffee with delicious cakes and cookies. There's also an art center that has, vintage shops and DIY stuff, and the whole place is just very cool. And at night, everything is lit up gorgeously, including the Twin Towers. Xiamen tourist board should pay me because I know this isn't important. You're coming here to play badminton and that is the focus, and your time will be spent playing badminton. But I do love the city. I've lived here for almost 11 years and I love showing it off to people. But let's get down to business, shall we? Let's get into the details. We're gonna go sit at a restaurant called Commune, which is right down the street from your hotel, and it has delicious, inexpensive Western food. So please excuse all the waiters behind me. Okay, as Aj and I wait for our Beijing duck pizza, let me go through the schedule with you. You arrive on a Saturday, so we will pick you up at the airport or train station, however you're coming to Xiamen, and then you can just like check in and relax, and then at night we will meet for a little tour of the area and a group dinner so we can all get to know each other. Then 8 a.m. meet in the lobby. You have to eat breakfast before. We will take cars probably. Again, this is like the hotel's in a new location, so I'm not sure about traffic. We might have to start on the subway and then get closer to the courts and then take a car just based on traffic. We'll see. Training starts at 9. Obviously, first day, meet the coach, tell him any sort of problems you have or tell him what you want to work on. Training goes from 9 to 12, and then at noon, lunch will come to the courts. So we can just kind of relax and chat and eat lunch and have fun. And then cars will take you back to the hotel. You have the rest of the afternoon free to wander, explore, take a break, rest, nap. At night, you are welcome to go back to the courts to play club play, or you can just hang out and explore Xiamen. So every training day, the schedule is the same. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days of training, nonstop, and then Wednesday is the free day. We have to have a break day in there. Most people that coming are middle-aged, and physically it's a very hard training camp. We really need a rest day just to take a break and avoid injuries. Wednesday is a rest day, and it's up to you what you want to do. You can explore by yourself. You can just like stay in the hotel and sleep all day if you want. The student translator is available. He's happy to take you on a tour. Generally, what people like to do is take a little group and they go to Gulangyu, the UNESCO World Heritage Island, because you do need to take a ferry and it's a little complicated to get there. So that's what a lot of people have done. It's really fun, very interesting day. Of course, it's going to be very hot, but fun and interesting, but it's up to you. It's totally up to you, whatever you want. It's a free day, but generally the group likes to do something together. You got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 more training days. Saturday will be the last day, so we will have a little special closing ceremony, and we will have another group dinner, although my coach can't really come at night because he does have training with other people. So we want to include coach, right? So last time we had a special group lunch at a restaurant. We all went out together for one final group lunch and then went back to the hotel, packed, got ready to leave, and then went back at night for more badminton playing. And then Sunday we will see you off the airport and we'll say goodbye, and we'll be very sad, but that's far in the future, so don't be sad about that yet. Ooh, my drinks arrived. Okay, now let's talk about what's included and what's not included. So, included is 8 nights hotel at that hotel that you saw. Also includes daily breakfast buffet at the hotel with Western and Chinese options. It also includes all the coaching fees, so all the time with coach, all the court fees, all the shuttles, which are feather shuttles only. All of that is included, as well as night play with the club, which also includes the shuttles. So anything you do in the court, any playing is included in the price. You got a welcome dinner the day you arrive and a goodbye dinner or maybe lunch on our last day. Lunch every day you're training. You only have one day, your free travel day. You will have to buy your own lunch that day, but otherwise lunches are all included. Transportation to and from the court. It also includes the student helper / translator. So coach doesn't speak much English and I can't be there all the time. In fact, you don't really need me much during the training time, but I am a teacher at a university and I literally teach students who are learning translation, English translation. So there will be a student who is with you all the time. We'll meet you at the hotel in the morning. We'll bring you to the courts. We'll be at the court, standing next to coach, translating everything. You'll have their WeChat, so you can contact them. Even if you're out and about and you don't understand something, you can like give them a call on WeChat for free and say like, can you help me translate? I'm trying to buy something. Really, really helpful. I only choose the best of the best students who have a lot of confidence and really like talking to foreigners. So that is also included. And snacks at the court. Bananas, breads, cookies, dried fruits, dried nuts, whatever. If you get a little peckish during training, don't worry, there'll be plenty of stuff there for you to snack on. It's not included airfare. You got to get here yourself. There's really like no way to get sneaky cheap flights to China these days. Best I can say is, you know, take a look going through another city, Philippines, maybe Hong Kong. That's generally cheaper than flying direct to Xiamen. Xiamen does have an international airport, but it's not that big with a ton of flights to all over the world. Airfare, you're on your own with that. Also, visa. China has opened up their visa policy. There are many, many countries, I think something like 50 countries, that can come here for a month visa free. not America. But there is also a transit visa that you can stay in Xiamen for 240 hours. 10 days, which would cover the training camp, but you need an ongoing ticket to a third country. So you can't fly like New York to Xiamen, Xiamen to New York. There has third country because it is technically a transit visa, meaning you are going somewhere else. So you would have to go like New York, Xiamen, Xiamen, Hong Kong is okay, and then Hong Kong, New York. So anyway, you have to figure that out by yourself. Health insurance, this is a non-negotiable. Obviously, it's a sport. We do everything we can to avoid injury, take as many breaks as you want. There's always warm-up, cool-down times, but it is a sport. So you need to get international health insurance, and you have to give me a copy of the policy because heaven forbid the worst should happen and you are non-responsive. I need to have that information. So that is non-negotiable. You have to buy some travel insurance. I don't have a company I recommend or anything. Just look for yourself. Dinner. You have to pay for your own dinner, except the welcome dinner and the last day, although we might have lunch together, so you'd have to pay for dinner. So dinner, you're on your own, but as you've seen from our little tour, plenty of places. Also, your hotel has several restaurants, including a 24-hour restaurant, probably room service. Very easy for you to get dinners and any drinks during training, because I don't know how much you're gonna drink. So I'll put a little list. Drinks are very cheap. Water is about 30 cents for a bottle of water, and a Gatorade or a sports drink is about $1. That's up to you as well. But I think that covers everything. I know I give a lot of details, but I know people are nervous about coming to China. Xiamen is a gorgeous city. It's incredibly safe here. It's incredibly beautiful. It will be incredibly hot when you come. Since our food has arrived and I'm starving, we're gonna take a break and eat, and then I'll tell you the dates and the price. All right, let's wrap this up, shall we? Aja and I are exhausted from running all over the place from making the other parts of the video. First, the dates. I always like to try to do this as soon in the summer as possible because while June is stifling, August is the heat of 20,000 suns beating upon you all the time. Like, the weather is better the earlier in the summer, but it all depends on my semester teaching. So the dates are June 14th to the 22nd. That's 8 nights, 9 days, a Saturday to a Sunday. And what I know you're all excited for is how much does this cost? That's the important part. So everything in US dollars, everything that I've said is included, hotel, food, training, blah, blah, blah. The total for one person traveling by themselves in a single room is $1,760, which is only a $20 increase from last year with like a bit of a hotel upgrade. So it's fantastic. And if you are traveling 2 people, you're sharing a room, obviously that'd be cheaper. Each person would pay $1,370. That's only a $10 increase to the double room and at $20 per room. See how that works? Prices is all in US dollars and payment will be made via PayPal. 50% due upon registering and then 50% 1 month before. The cancellation policy is if you cancel before 1 month, you would get 90% of your payment back. There would be a 10% cancellation fee. If you cancel after the second payment, there would be a 50% cancellation fee. That's when I have to start paying for things and money will be spent already. So only a 50% cancellation fee if you cancel less than 1 month before. And I think that's it. So I'd love for you guys to join us and, let me know if you have any questions or if you want to register. The registration will end at 10 people or May 1st, whichever comes soonest, because you do need time to plan. So I don't want any last minute registrations. Definitely contact me if you have any questions. My email is below and I might put it on the screen. If you want to sign up, contact me. Please just remember my time zone is probably vastly different from yours. So I'm probably sleeping when you contact me. So please be patient. I will answer you as soon as I can. And, I really hope you do. So far, this is the 4th time. It's been super fun. I've had a lot of cool sounding people contact me. So I think this year will be as good a group as before. I'm always waiting for someone who's a big jerk to come, but so far so good. I guess badminton people are just good people. And yeah, let's finish this video with some words from my coach.
在厦门等你。
Yay.